And we are back with the King of the Rockies 2025 qualifiers, folks. And look at our first semifinals. I don't know what you all wrote to Cal because it wasn't at my computer, but okay, there's a Magic versus Valdemar vote. But Magic is kind of amazing, right? Ever since we've been casting that game, my head is like going, Magic.
I know there's so many like songs that like come to mind with Magic in it.
But let's quickly talk about this specific matchup. Also, hey, welcome back, Soccer. We've got Msn versus Elyona. Let's take a look at this draft. Also, everyone's banning Holy Island and Golden Heights. Very sad, guys, but it's okay. We as long as we got front range, and we can.
We got that one.
Actually, we don't.
They banned it. I was like looking. I was like, wait a minute. I don't see that one at all. That one was
horrible,
banned.
People. But let's talk about this draft. We've got the China bans. I guess it's not gonna change. We're just gonna have the China ban all the way until the end of the next season, and then eventually there might be a nerf.
Maybe.
But yeah, Elyona favoring the Roos. Yeah, never mind. We're going straight in.
Yep, no time. I will say it's been kind of fun, just back to back to back. We are just non-stop action here today, minus the quick break we just took, and we are here. Oh, whoa. There it is. Oh, you can see. Woo!
Wow, this technology. Look at this. Amazing. But my memory is really bad, so I can't keep this picture in mind. HRE opening up with the Dark Age Barracks against Elyona's French. He does have the back gold. And that house, is that at the edge of TC range? Just curious. Oh, yeah, it's totally burnable. So,
totally burnable.
Okay. You know what? Now that I actually know how the TC, I say no, I kind of have an inkling of how the TC arrow fire functions, because there's several spots where the arrows come out actually internally. So since that is slightly to the left, but the circle is in the middle, this range is actually just a little bit further.
It's an illusion.
The circle is an illusion, guys. The circle is lying to you.
And it's not the circle of life, let me tell you.
Basically, we knew that the circle is lying to us since 8 seasons ago. But still, it's nice to have confirmation. As we see MSN Spears walking across. He's still gonna be able to deny the gold. And I wonder if he's gonna pull a will for that. I guess it's only gonna be the 2 spears for now.
It's a long way to walk.
Yeah, he's got at the back there. And
is this gonna even do enough damage?
if you pull the prelate here, you can kind of. Did I say prelate? No, we're on the French side.
So that's kind of like,
guys, it's been a long day for me. Yeah, Elyona is just cycling out. He's trying to get a surround on the spearman, but MSN is not gonna let that happen. So we're just gonna have a little bit of a back and forth until Elyona has mined the 200 to H.
I say he's got just enough. He's gonna not be able to build a knight right off the bat though. So spearmen do their job in being annoying. And we get there you go. You see the shot getting across there. Mining camp might get torched, however.
Yeah, he wanted to bait the spears in and keep mining because, French doesn't only go for the knight. The knight is just a nice byproduct, but you also get denied your early pro scouts. And that is what really hurts.
Yeah.
So if I look at that sheep count though, I think it's okay. MSN's haul should be just about equal. It is 9 sheep for the Frenchies. And yeah, no saving that mining cap, unfortunately.
School calf gets dropped down. No surprise there. And that'll have to be horsemen to start out.
Spawn-wise, we have all of the food to the south of the French base, as well as the second gold and the berries there. Like, there's a boar and a deer, but you know what? MSN doesn't know about it.
I would say what you don't know doesn't hurt you, but that's definitely not the case in AoE4. Chapel going down on the wood line. That to me spells some feudal aggression. We'll see.
Back in the olden days, a chapel like that towards the deer camp would have indicated that you're gonna push it in. Now I think you just have a shorter drop-off time for your pro scouts. But we will see. MSN is still on the gold, and he is now going heavy on the wood. And we see a mill coming out for a potential survival techniques or pro scouts.
The spear's trying to take down that house. Yeah,
Huh.
annoying.
You know, Cow told me this house couldn't be burned, but it still looked okay to
They
me.
said it couldn't be done.
They're
the problem
just
is-
at the edge of the circle.
Problem is, that's what you do. You just bring a Vil and go, hammer, 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 and it's back to where it was.
I mean, it's idle time. It's
idle time and you're wasting wood.
He made 2 spears and he's gonna... This Vil is essentially dead while he repairs. And he even costs resources.
So it is damage. Watching the pro scouts, waiting for it to click. Fucking chapel done. Here it comes. Any minute now.
Any second. No, he just needs a little bit more gold still. Elyona opening with a horseman. Yep.
Now.
I was gonna say, is he gonna force drop off? But now he has spent all of the wood. Here comes your pro scout.
There we go. Now. Whoa, look at that. Called it right to the second. Well, the horseman already out though. That little delay. Elyona's gonna have a number. Thank you, Cal. He's gonna have horsemen to counter this. A couple spears, Dark Age spears at that. I'm curious how many deer MSN's gonna get out of this.
He does see the stable come up right there, and he sees the mill already set up on the berries, but with only 1 Vil on it. So yeah, kind of all screams pro scout. So Elyona is not gonna know what is coming, and the problem is, like, are you gonna commit to a later pro scouts play here, and
it feels bad,
invest your gold there, or are you going into knights to have an advantage on the field? What is your plan here?
You gotta go knights, right? And then just contest the pro scouts as best you can.
And are you gonna be a super annoying person? Which I totally appreciate. You should do this. Pro Scouts coming in immediately for Elyona. It is cheaper for the French if you were wondering why he could already afford it.
I mean, the tricky thing is that your packs are pretty far. Like that one in the south corner there is pretty far from base. Around 2 different wood lines. I can see MSN going for that one out there.
Yeah, MSN is gonna at least use 1 scout to get the immediate deer here in, so he can get a little bit of a leg up in his food income. And I guess all the other ones will be going to that forward. Yeah, he's already there. But so is the horseman.
Yeah, that's kind of the nice thing about the horseman. It does take a while to get, though. It's not like spears that do a lot of bonus damage.
Speaking of the spears, they are on the way to this position right now. And MSN has already 6 of them. He's going heavily into archers as well. And we do have 4 scouts for HRE already.
Good spear count.
Yeah, Elyona does not have the army right now to contest this.
No. Archers are on the way, but the investment into that archer range, taking some time to get going. You've invested a lot into pro scouts.
This is gonna hurt, having this deer camp stolen like that. I mean, pro scouts is done now, but Elyona basically can't get to it.
Yeah, this is all but 9. Maybe you can snake a couple? No, they're really on top of it. Like maybe you can get cheeky with it and just grab one, nab one, drop it off. Kind of like, you know, do the slow robbery that we were talking about earlier. But yeah, they're squarely on top of those deer. Well, now you got to go south, right? And the south side's a long way to go. You can see on the mini map there that the units are heading that way as we speak for Elyona. But already, MSN just taking his on his side as well.
I mean, my question is Elyona just gonna move his Vils there and then build a tower on the boar and try to fight around that? Or is he... I mean, he already has pro scouts, he kind of has to use it. MSN going for another scouting run. I'll say, this is a pro scout and he's scouting. I love this. Applause for MSN.
He's really scouting, professionally scouting. This is kind of the reason I didn't want Elyona to go pro scouts, because you're already behind. You do have that boar down there. You could just move villagers at that point. You've got knights. You're faster than your opponent. I don't know. I'm not so sure this is going to work out for Elyona here. I think MSN's going to get the lion's share.
It used to be that, you know, French would run at HRE in feudal age And HRE would have a hard time surviving, but look at this feudal army that MSN has pumped out at 9 minutes. There's 14 spears and 10 archers, and now he's going into horsemen as well, while he has 7 scouts running.
Power of an Ocken chapel on wood, right?
It's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, Elyona is looking in dire straits. He is going into knights now, so he's got that higher quality advantage.
Yeah, but
man,
knights against
rough.
15 spears, that does not win. And MSN looking to do some damage, actually. Scouting around the edge of the base. Maybe thinking about that southern deer pack as well. Oh, good raid.
There is the first horseman revealed. Okay, yeah, Elyona notices. I don't think he's gonna lose that guy.
I don't think so, but it's annoying and the idle time does damage regardless. And
Power on the southern side of the Aachen as well to defend against those night raids.
MSN just has things lined up perfectly, just knows what to expect, has the counters in place. Elyona, like, is kind of stuck in a rock and hard place right here. Like, what do you do? Feels like you know what you should be doing, but your opponent's already, like, considered it and already planned for it. On to the berries now.
This is very clinical right now. But yeah, Elyona finding some damage at least, trying to get rid of some of the scouts here. But look at that, those spears are just running straight up. And the woodline, the forward one, is denied. Elyona had to switch to the back one.
They're so fast too. You really gotta be really careful with those knights not to walk them too close to the sun. That's a prickly mass right there, and you don't want to get caught in the thorns.
And MSN, look at his resources. he has an army twice the size, and it looks like he's going castle now.
It's one of those things where, like, he's playing so perfectly. Like, what do you, if you're Elyona, like, what do you do? Like, your opponent hasn't made any mistakes to exploit.
Right now.
Yeah,
you can't really do anything. Elyona has 6 knights. He needs to find some damage as MSN goes castle, or he is going to be in for a world of hurt. And we also have farms set up already while we're going pro scouts and
like
having most of the deer.
How on earth?
It feels very too much, yes.
I mean, I think you said it best, clinical. This is just picture perfect. This is like, it feels kind of like when Marine Lord plays in these kind of tournaments at times. You know, it just feels like it's so perfect. Drops a villager there. That's a nice pickup from Elyona, but there's not enough to win a game.
Okay, you know what? Sometimes
okay.
You can just let your opponent have 1 deer and not chase him under TC. So, Elyona is getting the range defense now. Is he gonna go for the dive now that the Regnitz is on the way? I don't think he sees the Regnitz. He has 4 scouts. I think they're all busy doing other things than scouting.
He does have a good archer mass. I mean, Elyona's not without, you know, options here. It has enough archers. There's something that can be done. Maybe you can time this just right. In the boar. They get some villagers on that. I like that choice. Need the food.
Going straight for the boar. We could have finished the boar.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Moves things a little closer. He needs to get ready to push though, right when this comes in.
Although almost up. I'll say he only has the 1 prelate, and it's staying in its Aachen because, you know, he's inspiring all of his food eco under there. Elyona is trying to find some damage because the fact that MSN pulled back with his huge army has to mean one thing, and there it is.
Castle Age. Yep.
Archer upgrade is the first one that he's prioritizing. He doesn't have the gold to get more upgrades right now. That's a little rough. So Elyona might be able to actually find some damage here. And he dropped off all of the deer right there under the Aachen, which is exactly where Elyona's attack is coming from. Oh, and he finds the prelate.
He repairs, saving that tower for now. Once it kicks off,
Don't you love it?
Oh, just so fun, you know, just so fun. Actually, it's buying a good amount of time. This is the kind of time that E-Repairs is so frustrating to deal with because that 20 seconds could be the difference.
But this is the inspired woodline that MSN would have loved to have to, you know, pump more archers out. Another archery range coming up at this moment. And I'm guessing, is he going to get into some crossbows here, or is he just going to trust in his 20 spears to keep the knights off? While he's going into his own knights as well.
I think you can trust the Spears here at this point. You're up in age. Until you're no
Second
longer
range
up in
defense
age.
coming. Wait, it's the first range defense. Wow. I'm just assuming things here, but you know, MSN is playing this very to the point and extremely well, but he can't magic in blacksmith upgrades. That is something at least. Big engagement here. The horsemen and the knights at the front line, but Elyona's mass is quite big. And where's the spears? The spears are being pulled back and kept safe very nicely by MSN here. So Elyona doesn't really find any damage. And the knight numbers for HRE are growing behind this next big engagement. Spears are on top of the knights. Spear numbers still good for MSN. A little rough here, but I think... Is Elyona going to be able to push through? Reinforcements coming in. No, that is too many knights for HRE. MSN is just going to be able to hold. And yeah, I think that is the game.
Classic example of defender's advantage coming in there with the knights to reinforce. There's just no answer to those knights. Your feudal knights just don't match up against castle age units. And the archers behind still doing DPS for MSN. A tough hold, a scary hold. And it's,
look at that. MSN's army is dwindling, but
the defender's
Elyona
advantage again
is pretty much down to almost nothing at this point.
Yep, and behind this, relics coming in one by one. And meanwhile, you've still got so much food. You've got some farms to even
the
stretch
food
that
is
gear
not
out even
disrupted.
farther.
If Elyona could just push under that TC, but he just has barely not enough.
It was pretty good. It was the right time. Elyona's got the right idea. He needed to push in. This is the right time to do so. The tricky thing is MSN just got the perfect answers at just the right time. Archer's onto some villagers, gets a kill or two.
There's some crossbows in the back. Only 2 though right now because the others have been sniped out. But we already have 2 relics in, 2 on the way. MSN is playing a dangerous game actually because he didn't have a whole lot of units here. If Elyona really tripled down on, you know, attack. Wow, MSN was thinking about it.
He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it.
Honestly,
decided,
I'm a little disappointed he didn't. You kind of have to go for that play.
Would have been a big flex. Elyona's still trying to break through. Like you said, MSN's kind of doing a tightrope walk here. I think he's managing it though.
We've got 4 crossbows in the back. Knight is just dying. Oh, we've got the beastie Wololo. Yeah, he's,
we should have done that Wololo and the other Wololo on the villagers at the same time. Make Elyona really swivel. That'd have been fun.
It was barely not enough. Elyona is trying to go castle now. He does have quite a big villager advantage, but we've got a 3 relic Regnitz with the 4th one almost in. And now we have a lot of castle age units out for MSN, while Elyona has not clicked up yet.
Guild
There's
Hall
the
coming in, but feels like an emergency Guild Hall. And it's going to take so much time to get value out of it. I don't know if Elyona's going to be able to see the day where it's going to pay off.
The other thing is, Elyona doesn't have any food anymore. Because MSN pro-scouted the Frontier pack away. He took the other one and already ate it. He doesn't have any food. That boar is it, and then he is down to this last berry patch. And MSN already has farms.
Yeah, it's actually just impressive the foresight MSN had, and just putting a couple farms down little by little on the Aachen with the wood that was inspired. It's, again, like we've been saying, clinical. Very few mistakes.
By the way, there's the 5th relic on the
here.
way to the HRE base.
Yeah, 4 and 5 in hand currently.
Knight upgrade coming in, but there's 11 crossbows and 8 HRE knights on the field already. We've got 7 prelates behind this. They can just out-heal the damage that Elyona's knights are doing.
It's getting upgraded for Elyona, but man, the numbers are just so skewed. The army value definitely in a lead for MSN. Going for sacred sites now as well, uncontested.
Immediately taking the sacreds as you should. Yeah, this is just a very nice textbook HRE play. This is how you should be playing it. Except for the part where you very scarily went for the relics immediately and potentially could have died. But it didn't quite work out.
Did he?
Question in chat, why Rockies as in Rocky Mountains? Yes, because the Rocky Mountains are right next to Denver and, well,
that's where it's gonna be.
The venue where the event will be held, the LAN will be held, is actually, I think, 30 minutes away from the foot of the mountains.
Yeah, basically.
All 3 sacreds taken now. And Elyona is up, and he is going into ARPs, he's going into Spears, he's going into more Knights. It's looking rough because he has half the size of the army, and that is a crossbow knight army. That's a very expensive army.
The military numbers to match, it'd be fine. He just doesn't. So he needs to get some kind of upgrade some way else. Find an edge some way. Msn getting wheelbarrow that Cow's pointing out there for us.
I really wish that Elyona finds a solution to his food problem. I mean, his current plan is probably, I will survive to use my guild hall.
I think that's got to be it, right? And I don't know if that'll pay off. Like I said, don't know if he's going to live to see the day. He's trying to get some farms up, but it just feels like too little. Much too little, too late.
ARP numbers are stacking up now, and you know, Arbalists are a great unit. There we got the Gambesons coming in as well.
Which would actually do pretty good into what Msn has. He's got his crossbows, of course, and archers, but the Gambesons and then Pavis shields. I mean, I think that...
I mean, ARPs are just the superior unit.
They're just better. Yeah,
here.
They're just better. If you can get enough of them with enough knights...
Yes,
like there's a glimmer of hope. There's a very faint
It's not
glimmer of
quite
hope.
over yet, but we've got 470 food, 440 now. The French food income is looking rough.
You know, Msn's got gold to spare with the relics. He's just clicking up upgrades left and right.
+2 coming into place cutter points for MSN is almost done, but he doesn't even need to wait, but maybe he still will. Those are a lot of ARPs, and we're fighting right in the French base, but the numbers just don't work out. MSN is just going to walk all over this.
These shields trying to hold. Makes the other crossbows ineffective against him, but
it's like enough. You see the Pavis, you just pull back. The second these guys have to move, the Pavis disappear.
Yep. That's exactly what we see Msn do here. Splits away a little bit. Baits Elyona in.
It's only 12 ARPs now. There's barely 5 knights left over.
Yeah, the numbers say it all. 45 military to 19. I'm gonna
There's the 10 prelates in there, I'll say, but still. 500 food in the guild hall. Oh god.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be enough. I just don't know why. Why would 500 not be enough at 21 minutes into the game? And again, that's like I was saying from the beginning. It's never gonna pay off. It's gonna be too late. Granted, of course, going for the other landmark didn't exactly help either because he had pretty much no knights at that point. But yeah, it's one of those things where you lose feudal so badly that once you get up to castle yourself, it's already a foregone conclusion. So unless something happens to these units, and I don't know if Msn maybe just falls asleep for the next minute or two, I think game 1 will probably go his way. It's gonna just take a couple of minutes to kind of close this one out.
Here comes the intent to switch into horsemen now, seeing the 26 crossbows that Msn has on the field. But yeah, we already pointed out, the issue is there's 53 units of your opponent, and horsemen cost mostly food that you don't have.
Yeah, there's the healing. Oh, that's just so much value you get back. I really think that this is one of those mechanics of the game that just isn't used enough by players. Except for maybe at the high level, you see it more often.
I mean, he's preparing like for the Inspired Warriors, and in a second, this army is gonna start glowing, and then it's gonna start walking.
More civs need to take advantage of this. Like, healing your units, it's just free money.
Are you excited for the elephant healers that can actively heal 2 units at once?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Jury's out on that one. That sounds woof. I mean, we've already had scholars healing elephants. Now we've got elephants healing other elephants. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm a little wary of that one.
Yeah. As Cal points out, we have 1,000 gold per minute for our HRE player, and he's not mining gold.
Just relics. Relic gold.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, when you have all 5 of them and sacred sites,
his faith
just one
keeps
sacred
him
site left.
Supplied.
And he just believes in his gold.
Did you say God? Gold?
Gold. In his gold. Yeah. In his gold.
It's okay.
A bit of a play on words.
Well done. I do like the dad jokes.
Here for the
We
dad
did
jokes
have
all
a
day.
cash out on the guild hall. We had 1,000 food in there, so it's not gonna be an imp play. It's gonna be a how do I survive this play?
The problem
And
is now he doesn't have any gold.
Elyona does have a start of a farm transition already, so if he can survive, he is up in villagers still, but he's going up against 1,000 passive income, which is a lot of villagers.
That's 28 farms under the influence of the Aachen Chapel. If the game goes on long enough, I suppose eventually French gets back into this, but it just feels like, man.
French has a very good late game, but it is 5 Relic Regnits.
We see the DPS of the range units just shredding the front line of Elyona. Those crossbows just cannot be stopped.
MSN
Really,
is also
no counter.
going into the horsemen now, which is a good choice because
Yeah,
you
has
see
to.
the Moss Arps.
Problem is behind them is a healing mass of knights that are going to deal with them the moment they get revealed. And this is kind of the brilliance of what MSN's comp is he's just got so much DPS with those crossbows. And the moment they get threatened, you just bring out the knights.
Full walls coming out for MSN as well, which means he can just move out with his army with impunity and not care, because he's gonna be safe at home. Another engagement
horsemen.
here, the horsemen at the front, but they're still knights, and now we have a little bit of a connection of the Arps on the knights, but nice pullback, and the horsemen are driven off.
MSN
And if we get too close, I'm sorry, you go ahead.
Oh yeah, MSN will need those horses here in a second for the arbs, but like you said, if he gets too close, just run back to the walls. You got these walls that you've built up. MSN just being very methodical in this match.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised. I mean, there's 34 ARPs. You gotta respect that, but I think he is already respecting that. I'm very surprised that he hasn't actually just run off to Imperial yet, but he's setting up his full farm transition. He's basically already has it finished with over 30 farms. Oh, not the greatest connection. See those 4 knights that immediately disappeared, but here comes
The move from behind, the pincer
beautiful
maneuver
flank,
connects.
and we've got the knights coming from the front. The crossbow is dealing out against the arms. They do have the Pavises on with the 5 range defense, but it's a full surround. It is horrible, and Elyona is gonna die.
This came right out of Sun Tzu's book of how to smash your opponents. Use the pincer maneuver as they ran behind and just slammed into the range units, and that's game.
That was disgusting, and
Yep.
yeah,
That's how you
really
finish a
nice.
game. Yeah, that was a great way to finish.
I mean, there was a little bit of a military value lead. Just
that
smitten.
helps.
Just a smitten.
But who's to say, even if you have a lead, you can't just make it look flashy as well. This is all you out there who just mass up the big mass and then just A move. No. You got to make it look cool while you do it, too. As MSN takes a very convincing game number 1 over Elyona. Elyona's going to have his work cut out for him if he wants to stay in this series and into these qualifying match. MSN, it looks like it's going to be his to lose.
Yeah, that was coming in strong. Really nicely played.
Definition
Let's see
of that.
what else they have in store for us.
I'm curious what game 2 will look like. That one took 27 minutes. MSN has been on the rise.
You definitely see that MSN had some coaching there, because there was just played to a point up until like the 15-minute mark, and then it was still played very well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If anything, the only thing you can fault him for is maybe he could have been just a little faster. Like, I felt like maybe he kind of slowed down a little too much.
How does he not win this at like 10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah. It's like the same point. Like, you don't need to win. There's no extra prize money for winning fast, right? Like, the important thing is that you win. Coming up, we are going to have HRE versus French. So we have not seen the last of the French in this matchup. Is that right?
This was so...
Do they both have French? Am I losing my mind? There
No,
we go. Okay, I was going to say, wait a
Kao's
minute.
just slow on the update.
I was like, look at that going, we just saw French. How are we going to see them again? That makes no sense. Coming up, it's going to be Zushi
So-
versus Malians.
We are going to Rockies once again, which is Coastal Cliffs for those wondering, just with a reskin of the water into mountains. Because, you know, it's King of the Rockies, guys! And Mali versus Sushi. Mali loving this map because it's really nice going for them with the confined spaces. But, you know, it's Sushi. And I think it is Elyona's first pick, if I remember correctly.
I'm actually almost amazed it got through the draft. This will be our first look at China today in any variation.
Oh, it's MSN's first pick, actually. Never mind Cowboys that switched around. But, yeah.
Because it was switched in game, because the game had...
It was switched in my head. But I'm still blaming Cow for that.
By the way, a personal problem.
it is a personal problem. Let's quickly look at the draft, which we did not do earlier, and let's disregard the fact that HRE and French are already out. Elyona favoring the Rus here, while MSN going for the Zushi. They ban each other's picks out there, and both denying the Byzantine afterwards. You know what kind of sticks out to me? MSN picks Knight Templar on a full land map.
What?
Like all of the hybrids are out.
Expect that?
I wouldn't.
That's his third pick, yeah.
You know what? I just wouldn't.
Maybe there's something he likes about them that we just don't know. I'm not sure. But we are here on the Rockies.
Welcome, guys, to Colorado. There is Denver right there in the middle. You can see it. It's tiny.
Caveat, Colorado is not this green.
Yeah, kind of.
Not. A little more brown.
I looked at some pictures from the mountains, but maybe the flatlands were, I don't know.
The flatlands are the dry part. The mountains are a little more green. The trees are green in the mountains, but the flatlands look a lot browner than this, especially in like this late summer, October time. It only looks like this green in the spring, in case you're wondering. But anyways,
I'll take your word for it.
You'll have to. But if you want to see what it looks like in the fall, you should get your tickets, ! Tickets. You can go visit and see the guys who make it to the tournament play live. You can also see Askeladd in his really cool shirt that you can also buy if you do ! Merch. You can get your very own King of the Rockies shirt or hoodie. And if you want to donate and help fund the event anymore, you can always use links for that as well. We'd appreciate all the help we can get. We appreciate everyone who's donated, has donated, will yet donate, because it helps us run more events just like this one. And speaking of this one, who do you like better? Do you like Malians or Zushi better? I'm curious to hear what you say.
On any other map, I'd like Zushi better. Here, I probably still like Zushi better.
Okay. I think with MSN rocking him especially, I'm definitely expecting him to pull through a win. That said, you never know. Malians can do some crazy shenanigans on a map like this. It does seem to be a good map for him.
We saw Magic earlier going into the pros count as Malians, which is very much what I expect MSN to do here immediately. And Zushi is just faster. So much faster at it than you are.
Yeah. All the gold is on the south side for Elyona, so everything's on the south part. Also, pretty much all the food. In fact, like almost everything feels like it's on the south side, minus a stone and a deer pack to the north.
That is a... Wait, no, that's a boar. I was going to say, is that a stone? No, that's the boar on the map. So, we've got a whole lot of wood, we've got the gold, and we've got most of that berry patch. It's an okay garden.
It'd be pretty okay. I feel like it's hard to get a great meditation garden sometimes on this map. Like, you think that with everything being squished together that, you know, you'd have better meditation gardens. But I feel like sometimes it can be kind of hard. There's not as many places to put it, just due to the lack of land and real estate.
Okay, it's an okay trade-off. You know what I find is interesting, actually, is the fact that so far we've only seen monster quarries. While in the Masters of Steel, we saw the trade tower quite a bit because there was so much Dark Age aggression. But I guess it's also a map thing, right? And with Elyona having the side gold there, it doesn't really have to worry about it. Especially here against Zushi, who are not necessarily... They can go for Dark Age Spears, but kind of...
It feels rare. Yeah, I was going to say, you don't expect Zushi to go for that. I feel like I usually just expect it to happen. Are we expecting pro scouts from Zushi again? that still?
I am expecting
just a
Bro
standard
Scouts from
go-to?
Zushi, especially due to the fact that he is supervising the gold right now.
Yeah,
And he
that
almost
was-
has the wood ready to go for the stable as well as the Pro Scouts. Now, are we clicking the pros? Okay, he needs a little bit more. One more drop off. What did he just queue?
Wheelbarrow? No.
No, I think he
Elyona
queued
just
he queued a thing. What's the word? He queued one Imperial official
Imperial
from
official?
the TC.
Oh, interesting. 2 IO play then.
But like, it's okay from his perspective out because he's gonna still need to build the stable.
Uh-huh. It doesn't slow him
So
down really
with
at all.
with the supervision on the mill, he's still gonna be super fast. And here comes the stable.
Yeah, you're not too worried about that. Malians almost up. They're getting wheelbarrow at the same time as well.
Yeah, it's a good play. Like, Elyona built a few houses extra, so he has the gold right there. And I'm expecting to see more... Wait. Okay, he's also going Pro Scouts. Well...
And the nice thing, the reason you do this, right, is that your warrior scouts, you can get the warrior scout thing, and then you can fight the other opponent's scouts a bit better.
But the thing is, look
it,
at the timing. MSN's Pro Scout
Yeah.
is done. He
Yeah,
has
that's
2
the
scouts
trick.
on the field. Elyona has not clicked yet.
If
Warrior
you
Scout
pick warrior
upgrade
scouts
might
first-
be coming in as well.
Yeah.
There, right there.
There it is. I say, go warrior scouts first, fend off, and then pick up the deer after you win, in theory.
And Elyona sees the gold taken, knows what's going on right there, sees the double Imperial officials, and MSN is going immediately into a barracks, just for the potential maybe of his opponent going heavy into warrior scouts just to fight him. Because that is currently what Elyona is doing. He still has not clicked on any Pro Scouts upgrades. He's just making warrior scouts to fight.
Yeah, that's the downside of the way this is built out, is he can fight, but then if there are spears there, which there are now going to be, is he going to actually get any gear out of this, or is MSN going to get them all? You already see the first ones coming back in. And they do better damage. Yeah, it'll definitely deny it for a second. Warrior scouts aren't pushovers,
Okay.
but
To put this in perspective, your scout automatically does plus 10 damage to another scout, and the warrior scout does, I think, 7? Yeah, it does 7 damage instead of 1, so you get 6 extra.
it's decent.
It's decent. He has
decent.
stopped that deer from being taken, but oh, we're going into Sofa now.
Now that's I draw the line at sofa, my friend. I draw the line there. That makes no
my
sense to my
opinion on
mind.
feudal age Sofa is well known. I do not respect them.
I don't know why you do this. Well, I agree with you. Feudal Age Sofa already feel kind of underwhelming. But then your opponent is making spears. You know
Almost
this.
gets
You can see
scout.
them.
Oh, look at that cheeky play. And MSN is gonna trade out scouts here, is he? It's another shot. Oh, never mind. We survived, but the horseman is faster.
The horseman will take it out eventually. I hope those sheep are ready to switch scouts.
Nice body
Nice
blocks.
little body block. Yep.
And there is a Sofa there, but he healed up enough to survive the next hit. That's Warrior Scouts, guys. Thanks for coming, everyone.
I'm still scratching my head at the sofa though. Like, what's the plan here for those? Like,
I mean,
are you gonna go try and poke
it's
and
Archer
raid?
Sofa and Feudal. It's still fine. And you didn't go into Spears, which, Zuganu would just completely
It's true.
destroy.
True. Meanwhile,
Yeah, MSN is taking
MSN
the
just-
back deer
yeah.
there. He's taking the front deer. He did take a few from Elyona's side. Already looking a little rough. How are we looking on cows? There is 1 in play. And Elyona already has all of his eco upgrades except for the specialized pick. Which he is... I guess, how much is he mining? 310 per minute. Can we see the... we'll just
And how much
split
of that
real
is
quick.
passive, right?
I mean, half of it. MSN getting the +1 for his Zooks, and Elyona is gonna be forced into a defensive upgrade. But with the Sofa waiting here in the corner, at least he might be getting some
I like
extra
that play.
scout kills. Oh, look at that wall being built. If it's not done yet... Oh yeah, free villager kill coming
Ooh.
right up.
Scout's gonna see this just in time. Will he react? Not in time.
Oh, the
body
scout
block.
Okay, so that was not
Doesn't
an
matter,
intentional block, but it was still an amazing block.
An amazing block that ended up killing them both, frankly. But, you know, the wall's going to get torched down. That was a good timing for Elyona. I don't think it's long-term how much will that gain him is to be seen, but you take what little wins you can this early in the game.
Elyona is going very heavily into the sofa, but it's quite expensive in Feudal Age, and look at MSN's army already. 14 spears, 12 zooks, and he does have the +1 for the zooks.
And found the border. That, yeah, Hoof is right. That's again.
And look at his
same
food
kind of thing as
income.
last game.
He is pro scouting and already getting a leg up.
Getting the boar before we even eat the deer. I mean, this is looking a lot like last game where MSN just got such a great lead and just took so many advantages in the Feudal Age that by the time Elyona started catching up to that, it was just too late. And here we see Spears on top of the scout. The sofa. Tough drops. I mean, he lost the village over here, but manages to get his revenge.
I am absolutely not sold on this sofa archer composition. Elyona is stacking up quite a few resources. I wonder what the plan is, but without javelin throwers, Zushi's just gonna walk all over you. And look at that, MSN is just gonna walk straight in and start burning houses here, is he?
Yeah, I definitely need some kind of a range mass here. Most likely jabs and archers would have been the way to go with this composition right here.
Elyona is gonna swap the wood lines now, and this second barracks, which I'm still not quite sure what it's supposed to do.
Look intimidating.
It looks intimidating. MSN is going into horsemen now to validate the choice, but the army numbers are so bad for Elyona right now. And MSN is just having this pro scout fueled economy with Zushi. His timing is amazing. His income is overwhelming, and so are his numbers right now.
It's just an antline of units from MSN's base to the front of this one. Just a constant flood. There's not much Elyona's gonna be able to do when you're down 40 military. As the first barracks goes down, that one was for show. Don't worry about it. But this one matters, I guess, a lot more. It's going to go down here in just a matter of seconds.
It's absolutely fine, because in 10 minutes MSN is going to run out of food. Probably.
Ants come marching in 2 by 2 still, right into the base of Elyona. And here the Juves just going to show off how bad they can be. I mean, they are mean things to deal with when you don't have a counter.
Nice raid attempt there by MSN, but Elyona is on the ball and realizes that these guys are just a little bit cheeky.
Hey, you know, that's one thing I do like about Elyona's play. Like, go out and take the resources. You can sneak some stuff if you play it right. Unfortunately for Elyona, however, it just isn't going to matter. These Juganus are just torching down the buildings. I mean, look how fast that is dropping. Those are
Range
arrows.
defense is coming in now. If MSN doesn't pay attention here and he splits his army off like we've seen Magic do earlier, he might be taking a bad fight. And if that happens often enough, right now it has to happen quite often. Anyway, I do enjoy that Elyona is active on the map with his sofa, because that is pretty much entirely the point if you go into cavalry, but so is MSN, and here comes the 2 horsemen straight back, going into that little raid there.
Tough look here for Elyona. You're in your base, your houses are getting torched, more and more units. Again, look at the mini-map. The ant line of units just continues unstopped. It's now 76, 79. I mean, the units are just going up and up. He's in his base, and he's gaining units.
Yeah, I mean, we're 13 minutes in, and we have one player with 80 military. So, yeah! This is very nice, very refreshing. And unfortunately for Elyona, this favorite Mali playstyle of moving out and poking, yeah, that is a nice reinforcement line. There's a lot of units moving.
It's just constant. It would take like tons of mangonels and springles to do something about this, and you're not in the right age to do that. All you have is archers.
Yeah. Since we don't have any jabs on the field, he can't use this step out, kill some units, step back in.
I'm not sure why MSN's backing up. He's like remassing. What is he? What's the plan here?
I don't think he has ram tech yet, but
He should get that one
at
in a
this
second.
at this
He's
point,
looking at the next wood. He wants the
he
wood
has
line.
he has 50 zooks. He can just shoot the buildings.
You know, so often we see Zhu Shi just go straight into Castle Age with pro scouts. This is a very big change of pace. Just sticking it in feudal and just saying, hey, I can just overwhelm you. It's kind of like it feels like a Zerg rush of sorts with just the way he's pumping out all these Zoogs.
You know, usually I'd say, wow, he has 11 so far. That's a decent number, but
They're just getting
there's
melted.
still 25. There's still 25 spears here. And the 50 Zooks might just be able to starter step them to death anyway.
Yeah, the DPS coming out of those ranged units is just so incredible. And they're firing 3 shots per volley. They just melt stuff. I mean, you could throw men at arms, you could throw whatever you want. It's gonna just die.
You know, Zook, thanks MSN, you make mass Zook rushes more popular again. Yay! I
love
missed
to see
them. Okay, Elyona is not quite ready to call it. We are going to be fighting those guys. Never
Take
mind.
those words back.
No shifts today.
Yeah, when you start pulling the shivs out in desperation, the game's probably over. MSN working some magic, taking game number 2. Very convincing. Yeah, the military graph says it all. I mean,
Whee!
Zerg Rush Zuganu. It's still viable. It's still good. It's tough. Yeah. Well, granted,
I mean, at the same time, it was
made a
also
huge
Pro
misplay.
Scout fueled, so that helps a lot.
And a boar. Pro Scouts
And
with
a
boar.
It was just well played.
It's well, yeah. Well, and I do feel like Elyona made a bit of a mistake going for Sofa. I don't see why that felt like the wrong way to go. I think you needed to have Javs.
It is one way to go, but I think it's just not a great matchup. And yeah, the Javs are the defensive option. If you go into the Sofa, you kind of have to find some damage, and he didn't.
Yeah, it's tough when your opponent's already making spears in anticipation of your warrior scouts. It's one of those things where it's like it just does not synergize very well with what the civs are doing. But MSN also, to MSN's credit, is just playing it clinically. So there's not a lot of room for error anyways. So and when you make a slight strategic misstep, it's just going to come back to blow up your face very quickly when you're going against an opponent like MSN.
So, are we going to see the Ruse now? Elyona's first pick. What do you think?
I think you have to, right? Like, if that's your first pick and that's your best civ and that's what you want to play the most, you've got to play it now.
And is MSN going to pick Delhi against it? Because,
Probably,
everyone was in Masters of Steel, and yeah, it made Ruse the worst performing tournament civ there.
Yep, MSN is showing that drafting is a skill, and playing the civs when is a skill, showing exactly why he's probably
he still has to win.
Too far. Still has to win, that's true. But when things are going to plan like this, you're feeling pretty good. Like when you get the matchup you like, you can still lose. That's fair. But when the games have been going as well as they have thus far, and now you're drafting in anticipation, and you can kind of guess what your opponent's gonna do, you're in a good spot.
Faye's just a player after my own heart. What do you need
random
plans for? Just random.
It's a very under-mentioned thing, I feel like, sometimes. It's like the skill in drafting and how to get good at drafting and how to work it to your advantage. Clearly, MSN's showing us how right here. Knowing that was the best civ, knowing that's the last one left, knowing it's match point, going, he's probably going to pick Ruse here on this map. I'm going to go Delhi in response. I mean, that's how you do it. Now I really am curious, though, as to what the thought process was behind Knights Templar. Because that was his third pick. Delhi was his fourth. Maybe we'll hear from him later at some other point.
We might ask him later. But yeah, for now, look at this. It is a Delhi opening build order. Yeah, it's not that interesting because it is the same thing every single time. But we also see the Ruse 2 cabins opening, so I guess it's starting build orders. What am I talking about? We do see the wheelbarrow and the efficient production coming in immediately, so no mistakes. Just no mistakes. That's double scout.
That's kind of the only thing to note, right? Like, were there any mistakes in the build order in the opening? Like, it's the only thing you got to worry about with Delhi. Otherwise, it's all standard stuff as far as what they want to do. Doesn't change much game to game.
Did I just read the words Fortress Rushed with KT?
Goodness.
I mean, I guess you can do that because nobody's gonna expect it. Dome of the Faith coming up, and we do see the Golden Gate. So
Gate.
you know,
If
so
anyone's
far it is
surprised
a classic.
You haven't been following. Yep. If anyone's surprised by either of these choices, then you probably don't know the meta.
You haven't been following esports AoE 4 in the last year? I guess year.
It's been a year, almost a year now.
It's been a year.
8 months, 9 months, however long it's been. 2 years?
Okay,
Yeah, Cal's saying 2 years.
Is increasing to 2
Well,
years.
was Golden Gate really still the same, like as of 2 years ago? I think Kremlin was there still. I guess Delhi's been the same.
I guess
for a
the
while.
Dome's been around longer than the
Yeah.
Golden Gate, but yeah. Anyway, we see MSN immediately curing 3 scholars, while we see Elyona's scouts being annoying, and let's wait for him to queue up his pro scouts.
I love how the game encourages you to be a nuisance to your opponent. Like, this is purely just annoying, but it is doing some trickle damage. It will merit a response of some sort at some point.
There's a response. 1 scholar is being pulled out and repairing. You cannot actually out-repair the 3 scouts hitting the 1. No, he's gonna lose a scout.
Oh, there goes a scout. And insult to injury. Elyona gets a dig back in at MSN. And if you're Elyona, you need a win like that at this point, right? You're down 2 games. It's been rough. That's a little win right there. That can maybe give you some momentum. Don't know if that carries you to a victory.
It
feels good.
It either forces your opponent to make a stable. Oh wait, it's Delhi. They might do that anyway, or it forces him to kill a Vil for a scout, but or be without vision. But I don't think that's a great choice. Elyona is going straight into just pure scouts. So he has no way of stopping this wall, which is a very nice touch by MSN, just denying that extra mobility here in the middle.
Unfortunately for him, the deer pack is right in front of the wall.
I mean, that's normal. It's meant to always spawn down the hill. Sometimes it spawns half-half. Sometimes it actually spawns up the hill, which is really weird. But
and
the spears are busy building the wall, so these are gone. First archer's out, second one on the way.
Pretty good opening here from Elyona so far. +1 scout. About to kill a spear. Not going to kill it, but doing some good damage. I'll probably go get healed up by the nearest scholar.
So Sanctity is about 25 seconds out at this point. First scholar is already moving to the middle, and MSN preparing to take those sacreds. And he's actually going into a spear and archer combination, which means no Ghazi, which also means he will be able to have some spears on the sacreds to deny any scout from going there and having shenanigans with decap. Fine, the 25 was wrong. It was actually 30, but see, there's another scholar popping out, and now it's 5 seconds less.
Archer's using the stealth forest very nicely there from Elyona, just kind of ambushing them. Getting all the deer from that pack, just about. There's like 1 left.
Yeah, I mean, the important part for MSN is really his own pro scouts is only like a minute out. Or even less than, because
Delhi is not super concerned. I mean, you will go for the scouts, the pro scouts. You will take the deer eventually, but it's not your chief concern, right? You're most concerned about, I want the sacred sites. I want to make sure I can keep my area walled up. This is a great map for Delhi. If he can get a pack, or maybe a pack and a half, maybe 2, he can get this even split, he'll feel really good. But it's not your main concern.
It's a nice to have. You definitely want to protect your own pack there and take that eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, +1 damage coming in for the archers, and Elyona actually not anywhere close to Castle Age so far. He's going heavy into archers in Feudal Age, so he is going to be trying to fight those sacred sites. Let's see if he can make it work.
I mean, do you want... I'm trying to think if that's the right choice. Do you want to, or do you just go castle and then deny it? I mean, gosh,
that is the main... That is the main point of playing Delhi into Ruse. You force them into this decision, And if they ignore this completely, if they ignore the sacred sites, you are castle age like half a minute after them, and
Yeah.
you go for all of the relics. You are beautifully set up, and you probably also have a huge army ready to go.
That's true. That's true. They're almost forced into playing the feudal game, which feels like it plays into their hands.
Good reaction by Elyona. He realizes those guys have come out.
And then back into the little hidey hole they go. That wall, this map really does play into the hands of Delhi very, very well.
Yep.
The thing is that southern sacred site is going to be tough to grab. So he's only going to be able to get those top two. That bottom one's going to be tough to reach.
I'll say this. You should always build this middle wall. No matter what civ you are, this middle wall is great.
Always. It's so good. It really is. It denies so much movement. And yeah, they can go around, but the time you gain from that, being able to kind of hop in and out.
Play there to grab that bottom deer pack from MSN, but MSN at the same time already getting out the wall in front of the other sacred site. So MSN is slowly constricting Elyona's movements and also securing himself the sacreds, so he can concentrate his army in the middle.
Yep. MSN getting the bottom sacred site, trying to deny the scouts. You know, he's got his own pro scouts, can grab his pack. I think one or two of them were taken by Elyona. Meanwhile, that bottom sacred site is going to get denied. In come the knights onto the scholar. He is a goner.
I do like the fact that MSN went about this slowly. He secured the middle one, then he secured the top one, and then he went for the bottom one.
There's kind of like a leisurely, it's like a leisurely pace he's been at on this. You know, he's like carefree, like not too concerned. Like he's not being like careless. Don't get me wrong. It's not like a wanton disregard for the importance of what he's doing. But like there's an easiness in his manner as he's moving about these and just kind of taking one and the other. Losing that skull on the southern site doesn't feel good, but again, your position right here in the middle feels nice, and you are starting to get in your own deer. You're extending your walls, extending your influence. I think the longer this game goes, up until, well, even if it goes into Imperial Age, you've got the elephants, so it could be a pretty even fight. You're in a very secure position as Delhi.
Elyona got a lot in there. He got a lot of the deer in, so that is a nice going for him, and now he's going heavily into knights. Fully committing to that feudal age, and that forces MSN to stay here, but as long as he has two sacreds, he's fine with that.
Yeah, you take 2 of the 3. I mean, you'd love to have the timer going, of course, but as we see a charge here, oh, nice positioning with the spears, right where they need to be.
That's a lot of spears exposed at the front, and the archer's getting the full connection. Now he does not want that fight anymore.
Splitting the army up, spears cut out, nowhere to run. The knights can chase him down, but if they stand and fight, the archers mow him down. And they might just mow him down anyways. They keep taking the worst path around. They have to, though. They're all probably gone. Yeah, Elyona taking some good +1s there. Archers and the rest of the mass finally come back, but these archers can kind of just stand and fight.
The main thing that MSN is going for him right now is he already has the +1 range defense, while Elyona only getting it in right now, and he would have loved to have it for that fight. But still, really good fight for him. Taking out a lot of the spear mass. That guy's still hanging out up there. I guess eventually you'll use him to take one of the relics if you have a religious unit key. Otherwise, he's just gonna be there forever.
He's out in the wilderness, becoming one with nature.
Does that give you some bonuses?
The meaning of a whisper.
Okay, this is a very precarious position for Elyona, because while this wall is standing, he cannot reinforce, and his entire army is stuck here.
Oh, this feels bad. This feels bad. On the bright side, he's getting the decap on the site. But in come the spears.
In come the spears, and you don't get a faster decap only because you have more units on there. It's still an okay fight, but I guess so does MSN think right there.
Honestly, getting the decap actually feels like it makes it worth it. Like that alone, I think tips the scales where it's like, okay, that could have been this could have been disastrous, and now he's got a decap, and he's still kind of in a good spot. He's okay.
Archer mass has really been thinned out though, and we do have 3 Ghazis on the map at this point, and the knights are just gone. MSN pulled out the scholars to heal up, and we don't have enough archers right here to take them out anymore.
Elyona has overstayed his welcome, and it's time to get out. I'm surprised he didn't lose everything there, honestly. I mean, you got the decap, managed to trade not very well. I'm just still looking at it like it could have been way worse, but
The
Scholars
second
getting
he
the
started
heals feel
burning
bad.
that, he was committed. Like, there was no way of getting away.
Yeah.
And now MSN is back to 2 Sacreds, and he did take his own deer cag there. I wonder, who's actually ahead at this? We're gonna burn through that. Ghazis can't really find a connection. Archer ball about equal, and no real spear mass at all. If Elyona micros as well, he's gonna be able to get rid of all of them.
Tough fight here. A lot of casualties. The Scholars trying to put in the
I
work, but
don't
they're
know. The Scholars
exposed.
are way too far forward. Gonna be
He's gonna
taking
lose all
all
three.
out. It's -4. -3 in that case.
Yeah, loses 3 Scholars there. That was a bad fight. And so, like, Elyona gave up a lot of his knights for those spears last time, which was really not great. But the good thing was, on round 2, he replenished his knight mass. MSN did not have the spear mass replenished in time to take round 2, and then the Scholars getting picked off. That was a good fight for Elyona.
Elyona is in a great position now. We have 12 knights on the field, and we have 7 spears against that. Even with the archer ball being that big for Delhi, this is looking real nice for Roos right now. And we still have, I guess, another 3 or 4 minutes of Pro Scout food going. And Elyona is going for the boar right now.
Yeah, that's really good. Getting that long-term food is going to help so much. That's the biggest like weak link with Delhi, right? Is once the food runs out, what then? You don't get an easier farm transition.
Dangerous position though. We're right next to the Delhi base. Scholars have been popped once again. Healing is coming in. I mean, the healing is mostly great in melee fights, which don't really happen here because the archers will just completely delete all the spears. And there's no other front line, so to speak.
The army value still leans in favor of Elyona. Those healers are not helping. The Scholars are a pain. If he can start picking them off, though, he's got the archer mass right there. Just pick him off.
Archer mass is still okay, but we've got 8 knights on top of that. Now 6, now 5.
Scholars going down.
Good fight for MSN. Real good fight here.
Yeah. Elyona really needed to pick off. Was focusing on the spears, trying to keep them down, but the knights were dropping anyways. Needed to pick off more of those Scholars. Forced retreat. This has been a really back and forth match so far.
It was really a little rough there. Like, their spears stayed up way too long.
You're still trickling in for MSN. The archer mass is just ever so slightly in his favor right now. 32 to 25. That's tough to deal with. You're just going to slowly grind out, especially with the healing Scholars behind this, giving them the extra juice they need. This is going to be a war of attrition that Elyona will lose.
Which is the correct choice against the mass archers here that are actually his main problem. But the Ghazi will be quite happy about that one. So how long can MSN sustain this huge spam? Because he cannot take the boar. His back deer camp, I'm not quite sure. It doesn't seem to have a lot. Wait, 9? Is that 9 tickets?
That's 9 tickets. Has he forgotten all about the Golden Gate? He still has the boar. The what after is you need to use those tickets, get some wood, get some farms down, buy some more food. Elyona might have a ticket to the next stage here with those, though. That might be his way through. But this Death Ball mass, he's still got to figure a way around it. Knights can't stand and fight as easily as they once did. They're going to get picked off very quickly.
Oh, but MSN has a huge advantage in army numbers right now. I mean, I say huge. Subtract the 14 Scholars that we're seeing there, but some of them are on the front line. Very scary for Elyona. He's been a little bit too far forward. And now we have the reverse situation.
I mean, 35 archers, 22. The Defender's Advantage starts clicking in here for Elyona on his side of the map, but gosh, it's a lot. And now they're almost... Thankfully, the Vills are on the other side there, so they're not really exposed, but MSN backing off for now.
He's gonna rebuild that wall, take the Sacreds, and then he's gonna be a happy camper.
Yeah, that'll help secure him. He needs more time, and he needs to get his food in order, because he is just about tapped out. So is Elyona. This game might go a little long. The difference being right now is MSN's got a lot of units, 60 units, including the Scholars. Quite a bit. There's another boar on the map, but that's on the far side. I like that he's gone out for those berries that Cow's just kind of giving us a glance at. That's his last piece of food that I'm seeing, outside of maybe one deer carcass on his side.
All the way south. Elyona is now going for that berry pack, but you know, it's Delhi. They can boost their berries right there. So... 48 archers. Now the question is MSN gonna be fine with the status quo and just sitting there and going castle with his sacred sites, or is he just gonna try and go for the kill? Right now, it very much looks like the latter.
Yeah,
And
it looks like he's
Ramtech
gonna go
has
for the
been
kill.
queued.
I mean, at this point, you don't really want to have to deal with the farm transition, right? If you can find a win now without having to invest in castle, because look, he's got no food. In order to go castle, he'd have to sit back for a while.
Don't read too much into this Ram tech, because it is the last tech in Feudal Age that he does not have. So it
That's
is
true,
coming
that's
in.
true.
It is coming in anyway.
He is like right in front of his base though, too. So he didn't have to click it still. He still is somewhat thinking about it.
Oh lord. High Trade House is coming in. Can we quickly check the tickets on the Golden Gate?
It's gotta be like 12 by now, right?
No, he used
Six.
some
Oh,
of
he's
them. He
used them. He's
noticed.
used
Oh
them,
well,
okay.
maybe. The issue is he didn't have enough resources to actually use them all. There's an issue here. Elyona is going castle right now. Even if he gets veteran archers in time for the fight, MSN has double the numbers, and that is just plain better, no matter how you put it.
Your only hope is like that you can top out 2 like mangonels somehow, which is so much wood invested. You're never gonna get. It's never gonna happen.
Veteran upgrades are coming in, and we're standing under the town center and a full tower, and we don't really have a whole lot of burn. There's 10 spearmen here, and that is it. That is it. What you can do to buildings. No rams to speak of. The way you win this is to kill the army and you kill villagers.
He needs to hit those scholars. He is hitting up. He's giving up those scholars really quick.
60 archers under the TC.
Is this a good dive? I mean, it's a ton of archers, but is it a good dive? It's not really idling anything, except for the production queue.
I mean, there's nothing in the town center that actually shoots, right? And now he's just gonna run after the villagers straight through everything.
Yeah, there's not much else.
But it's not a great dive because he didn't find any damage yet.
Yeah. So it's not like it's like a wash, right? Like he's killing out the army slowly. So it's 60 something units almost to 15. That's a win. Again, but you're maybe down in age, you're losing scholars. It just feels weird.
The problem is that is the damage. And he found all of the villagers, and as long as these guys are walking, they're essentially dead.
They're basically dead. I mean, an idle villager is basically just a walking zombie villager, right? Like, it's not doing any good for you.
Look at the resources, too. MSN took the third sacred, and while all of this is going on and Elyona's economy is basically not working...
Feels like the wheels are falling off for Elyona here. He was doing really okay in this one. It felt like he was still in it, and then going castle... I think he misread the situation just a little bit, that MSN has been very happy to stick it in feudal a lot longer than most players might have wanted to. And it is paying off. He's going up now with House of Learning. He's actually
learning coming in. This is Castle Age Knights. They don't take a whole lot of damage from these guys. We don't have the second range defense upgrade in there. But yeah, look at that. Not a whole lot. Yeah, he's gonna just try to snipe out the archers. As you should. As you should.
Nice. Doing pretty good damage.
And if I don't mistake my guess, yeah, I see a whole lot of blue dots moving out to these yellow dots on the map. I'm sorry. I am Elyona. Okay, Socrates is dead, guys. I'm sorry. Cow killed him. I don't know why. He's just a bad person, I think. But yeah, let's take a look at this. MSN is up. His archer mass is completely dead. And there's basically no food left on the map. Let's see what both players make of this. But so far, no relics have been picked up, which is kind of surprising. MSN already started his farm transition though, so he's in an okay spot food-wise. And Elyona is just about to go. Oh, and Elyona actually moving out in time. Oh no, those were the three scholars that got lost behind the Ruse base in that big attack. Yeah, MSN was pretty much throwing the game there. It could have been a game-ending damage. So far, it's 12 dead villagers, which is absolutely not nothing. But looking a whole lot more manageable. Elyona avoiding most of the damage and still be able to take some of the relics there. And Nightmass is okay. Now, the scary part about this, that you usually expect Delhi to do, is they go into War Elephants and they go into Mass Archers. That is not what we see at all. We see the Honed Blades and we see Mass Knights. That is the classic wall, but maybe Elyona is gonna realize he can just walk around. Okay, maybe not today. Maybe not today, as I hear another relic being picked up. Elyona gonna get his second one. And that scholar is not gonna make it home. Oh, Scout sees the wood line and knows exactly where those guys are to find. Last deer is just gonna be left there as a bait. Is there any red dots moving towards this blue collection of villagers? So far, we're just gonna be collecting in the middle. 11 to 11 knights, but there's 26 archers on Elyona's side. These are veteran archers now with +2, so they will actually do some damage to these knights as well. Oh, and the charge comes in. Msn not paying attention. Good connection here. Fortunately, the archers were out of range, but right now the army mass definitely in Elyona's favor, and he is knocking on the door. Can he find damage? Archers fighting knights, that is not what you want to see. It is for both sides, but oh my god, those are just 7 dead vills. Elyona? Okay, we got the reaction. We got the reaction we wanted. The Honeblade Knights are just feasting on those Rus archers. Are we not gonna move them over? Are we gonna trade out the scholars for the archers? I'm not sure that's a wise move. But yeah, huge damage from Msn finding those vills, and Elyona did not realize as he was diving right that moment. And his own dive, he killed, I think he killed 2 vills. So yeah, not great at all. And as far as relics go, Msn is gonna be up there too, with +1 coming in for him to make it 3. Socketen, are you back?
I'm
with
back.
me,
Yeah,
please?
my power dipped out for a second and came back, so I had to restart everything. Sorry about that.
America is so weird.
No,
Why
it's
do
just
you
my
have power
house.
outages?
It's not. It's just my house is 190 something years old. I live in a really old house, and when you turn the microwave on and the heater, it dies. The breaker flips.
You know what? Fair enough. We have 15 Honeblade Knights now, and
Oh, no.
Elyona's Nightmares just died. But we've got some crossbows on the field. Unfortunately, we also, or fortunately, depending on who you're rooting for, we also have the extra range for archers and crossbows about to come in, and there's 20 archers for Msn.
Wow. That was a lot to happen in just a minute or two at a time.
Yeah, after that huge dive into the base, Msn had 0 military. Then Elyona thought,
I was gonna say,
let's
it felt
counter
like he was
dive.
giving up everything. It felt like he was giving up everything for that, behind that.
Yeah.
So, I can't say
Elyona
I'm
was just
surprised to see
counter
where we are.
diving.
This
I
feels
wonder
like a
where
game
the
that could
third
go
relic is
late.
coming from. It's taking a long time. Oh, Archer's a little bit too far forward. Msn needs to pay attention here. Connection on the charge, but so is the other one. Elyona really wants to trade this out. Archers against the crossbows here for Msn, but Nightmares for Msn is also suffering from this quite a bit. Unfortunately, yeah, the archers are also shooting the knights. That is not what you want to be seeing.
Nope, that's not.
And Msn is just continuing to go Knight Archer because tried and true. And some connection on the vills too. Elyona's reaction is just a little bit late. 22 vill kills at this point.
That feels like the name of the game, right? 81 to 66. Feels like those 22 Vil kills. That's the difference right now.
Elyona was looking like he was coming back right at the start of Castle Age there. But oh no, there's 4 Delhi Lancers in the farms. I mean, Elyona knows, and he's following.
Maybe, well, I guess they didn't want to be murderous knights today. They're gonna keep moving
nice
away.
knights.
Where are they going?
They're very nice knights. I'm a little worried for Elyona because he doesn't have any walls up yet. It's like he's completely open to any sort of raid angle, and there's 60 knights on the field.
That's one thing MSN really has going for him is he's got that whole south side walled off, so he's gonna know if anything tries getting into his base.
I mean, the other thing he's really got going for him is the fact that he's got 69 units against 44.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good too. Well, an army value is, if you look at that number really speaks volume because not only does he have the numerical advantage, he has got a lot of beefy knights. I mean, 17 knights, 5 in the queue.
There's 13 scholars. I always
13
try
scholars, too.
not.
That's true. That's true.
But he's got the House of Learning upgrades mostly in now, so his army is really effective, really efficient, and once again, he's pushing in from the front while the knights in the back are coming in, and now you see the attack ping. Let's hope there is something to defend that, but just keep an eye on the villager kill numbers. So far, it's looking okay. Big engagement at the front. Early archers are at the front as well, and looking to be trading out well, because there's nothing to fight them. All of the front line died for Elyona. He has 26 crossbows. And you really don't want to be trading out against regular archers. Okay, 25 will kills. Now the knights are doing work in the back.
27, yep, there they go. Finding the easy pickings out there. 27 to 5.
MSN is just YOLO diving his archers straight through the town center and tower once again, but this time, with the support of the 13 knights he still has, this might just be enough. He really wants to have those crossbows gone, and if they're gone, there's nothing stopping the knights.
He's having a hard time getting a good connection on them, though. They're just kind of picking through his archers little by little under that town center fire with the outpost, making it tough to dive in. He throws away most of the military. It's now only 37 to 23. Things have really thinned out.
Just a little bit too much right there. Still 20 crossbows going. And we've got a lot more stables setting up. I guess that is going to be a whole lot of horsemen. But Elyona took quite a bit of damage now. It's 30 dead villagers. He's down in relics, he's down in sacred sites, he's down in vills.
He's gonna start sliding here slightly. There might be, if he could get a good raid or something in, there's maybe a way in, but he's right now, as things stand, it's only gonna start scaling from here.
I mean, the way we saw this at Masters of Steel pretty much every single time was Delhi was on 5 wall offense and 50 archers, and Ru's only way to defend was to rush to Imperial Age and get bombards to kill the elephants, but that is not how MSN wants to play this. And he is going into Mas Ghazi now.
Yeah, Mas Ghazi is actually a great call here, because they're going to handle the knights pretty well. They're going to handle the other horsemen really well. Honestly, that's the win condition, I think, is just Mas Ghazi, because the crossbows will do nothing to him.
I mean, we just saw a horrible surround win another HRE game earlier, so Elyona knows it's possible, and hope he's prepared.
I say, so far, MSN's not showing his hand just yet. Those Ghazis are not visible. Probably storing in the back, waiting to reveal. He's got 23 of them.
Army numbers are absolutely amazing for MSN right now, and Elyona is committing so hard into this. There's 28 Ghazis coming for the flank.
Where are they at? We don't see them yet. They're coming. You just feel it. Oh, there they are on the south side of the base. And there they come.
They are revealed because Elyona had his own raid coming in from there, and now he's running.
Just like the Battle of Minas Tirith, here you come, the Rohirrim. In they come, charging through, right onto the crossbows. There's no hope for them now.
I mean, it's not the whole bulk yet, but still, great connections. Crossbow numbers are completely thinning out, and we've got 34 Ghazis. And he's popping out the scholars behind that. He's got 23 scholars as well. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice.
This looks like it'll be game.
If you're
There's
a
no
Delhi
stopping
fan.
this. Spear's now in the queue for Elyona, but it's going to be too late.
MSN had his Ghazi so far away from the base that he was almost too late to bring them back in. But yeah, you know, if you have 40 of them, why not?
I have a special like soft spot for when when a player builds this huge mass of one type of unit and then just reveals the hand all at once, whether it be like an Onabagesha rush or a Ghazi rush like this.
It feels
at
real
arms.
nice.
It feels so fun to see. It really does just feel really cool when they just kind of flood out of nowhere. Except for when it's happening to me, then it's not fun. You know, then it's like, what? Where'd this come from? But I love when a player does that, and here we see that was indeed the death blow. MSN takes it.
Very convincingly. I mean, let's just say I had a little bit of a sometimes things work, sometimes they don't approach there. When I mean, look at those military value leads, and then he just completely dives it straight through the TC, because why not? But 3-0, convincing. First game, absolutely clinical. Second game, horrible surround. And third game, another pretty horrible surround.
Yeah, it was a good back and forth though. There was definitely some windows for each player. Elyona, I think this was Elyona's best game. I think.
Oh yeah, he definitely had a chance at winning that one. But then he took a page out of MSN's playbook and said, "Let's dive that town center."